Welcome in, everyone. Ooh, my voice has gotten rough today, but we are still playing Beacon Pines by Hiding Spot and Fellow Traveler. We have been auto-saved to right before the big confrontation in at the Festival of Beacon Pines. So where we are in the story is this branch here. We are on the Malice path currently. We completed the Shame path. It was a dead end. So we are on the Malice path. As a reminder of our story so far, we are Luca Van Horn, currently living with our grandmother after our mother disappeared about, I don't know, 6 months ago or so ish. Our father died 6 years ago in an incident that has had the town in decline for the last 6 years. And the Valentine Fertilizer Company had a major accident that got our father, the local doctor, killed in some way. And the city has never been the same since. Another company, Perennial Harvest, has swung into town soon afterwards and has been trying to revitalize the town ever since. In that time, we have come to understand that there are secrets from Valentine Fertilizer and 6 years ago that have never come to light. And, well, we had a choice between getting ourselves in trouble or getting our friend Rolo in trouble, as well as perhaps some other kids along the way, with whatever Perennial Harvest is doing here at this major branch of the tree. In the end, though, what it comes down to is that Perennial Harvest and before them, Valentine Fertilizer, had found the source. And the source was a sort of green sludge stuff that could manipulate time. As in, it could speed grow or slow down aging sort of stuff. They call it Tempest liquidum, something like that. So needless to say, there's a little bit of an aging, de-aging thing going on. In our current branch, Rolo, who was playing around in a water puddle at the factory when we were checking it out, has been aged up to an adult via them giving him some sort of concoction, licorice-flavored concoction. The only other person we knew that liked licorice was Solomon Valentine, the supposed ward of Eris Valentine. Well, turns out Solomon Valentine is more than what he seems, and is in fact the de-aged Sharper Valentine, the owner and founder of Beacon Pines once upon a time, who is not only the one who started Valentine Fertilizer, but is also the one actually in charge of Perennial Harvest. So this is all, our whole family has been wrapped up in a conspiracy plot, and on top of that, we know from this branch over here that our grandmother is actually our mother, who's been aged up. That things aren't all what they seem. So let us get back into the confrontation. Now that we have saved one of New Girl Beck's moms, because she came to town to start work here, and let's head out with our gran and her friends, or rather our mom and her friends, to confront Sharper Valentine and his plot to control everything. Everyone, we've got a party to crash.
They made their way out from deep within Perennial Harvest, just as Solomon finished up his speech.
Thankfully, we can dispose of the formalities from here on out.
Solomon pulled a glass vial from his pocket.
We've got to stop him.
In one smooth motion, he downed its contents. A triumphant smile grew across Solomon's lips.
No! Well, I guess that's it. We lost. I wouldn't be so sure about that.
With a mischievous look, Beck elbowed Luca. Remember when I had the vial behind my back?
So, we get a choice of how Beck tweaked the Wonder Potion. I'm gonna do a poll. We figured out how to do polls last week, so now we're kind of obsessed with them. But for this, I think a poll would be good. So, it'll just be a quick poll. So, chat, you have 60 seconds to go to the top of chat, click on the poll, and make your decisions. Feel free to use channel points to support whatever choice you want to make. It's up to you guys what I do, and in the case of a deadlock, I will, of course, make decisions. We might have the possibility of being able to do all the options, but this is really a poll about which option do we do first. You guys tell me. This is how you guys get to help me play out the story. So, take that chance while you got it. We don't have too much time left in the poll. And as always, you guys, I love having you here. It's always so great that I get to share stories with all of you, and that we can interact in our interactable stories. It's what makes my channel work. So here we go. The end of the poll, and the winner is... We start with Junk first. All right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you jumping in on my polls. But here we go. Junk wins.
I might have tweaked his Wonder Potion with a little junk.
I can't wait to see the look on his face when he realizes he drank his own cigar ash. How did ashes get into the vial? It was pretty easy to mess with the vial when it was behind my back. Oh, that's sneaky. Well, it's a bad habit anyway. Pa always says bad habits are like 50-yard goals. Huh? Hard to kick. You can all call me Sharper Valentine.
His body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist.
Oh. Well, that's one way to kick a bad habit.
As the last of what was once Sharper Valentine wafted into the air, the crowd began to disperse, still numb from what they had just observed. Sharper Valentine was gone for good. His end would be a new beginning for Beacon Pines. A new chance to let go of the things they had lost and grab hold of a new future. The end.
I think we just committed homicide, you guys. Whoops.
Well, I'd be lying if I said that wasn't a bit gratifying. If that feels to you like a good note to end on, I won't stand in your way.
I think that was a bad end, honestly. Maybe we should try that again. I think we kind of want to, get him to get his comeuppance, not to just like die. If that's the junk route, I can't even imagine what the malice route is. I'm gonna. Maybe we should see what this one is, because this one might even be worse. I'm just gonna go do the thing. Yeah, let's say if they have an upgrade.
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little malice.
Malice? The whiskey from his office? Yep, dude, it was... yep, dude had an unfinished glass on his desk. Figured his grow juice could just use a little hair of the dog. You can all call me... Sharper Valentine.
His body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist.
Now that's what I call 80 proof whiskey. Damn, dude.
The crowd gazed in stunned silence at the now empty stage. The quiet was broken when William Kerr sprinted off stage and into the distance. He was never seen around Beacon Pines, or anywhere else for that matter, again. Watching the silhouette of Kerr disappear over the horizon, Luca began to laugh. First, a low chuckle that became uncontrolled, heaving laughter. Through his tears, he was vaguely aware that the crowd had begun to laugh with him. The end. That was unexpected. Perhaps a bit of an absurd ending for my taste, but who am I to say? I'm only writing the damn thing.
Yeah, if they'd flipped those, it would have made a lot more sense, to be quite frank. But I get that they were trying to, like, do a twist on the expectation. So really, this story is all about change. So let's make a change, shall we? See if we can't get to the epilogue. Because I hear there is one. Wow, this story has been wild.
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little change.
Like, pocket change? Your unlucky penny. Yeah, I plopped it in the vial when no one was looking. What's that going to do? No idea. That's the beauty of science. Now, we observe. You can all call me Sharper Valentine.
His body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist.
Holy crap, he's a baby. Yeah, but he's still Sharper, right? What he was no longer matters. This is an innocent child. I apologize for all the harm my father has caused you.
Eris awkwardly cradled the squirming child. She looked to her brother, her voice shaking with uncertainty.
Augustus, what do we do? We do what Valentines always do. What must be done. I'll hurry home and prepare a crib for father, young Sharper. That would be a great help, thank you.
She looked back down at the infant with equal parts kindness and terror in her eyes. With a shake of her head, Eris addressed the crowd with a stern scowl.
Okay, everyone, the show is over. You may leave now.
Epilogue.
Well, hopefully, they'll raise him better. This is true, Trav, but now no one will take him seriously for a very long time.
Beacon Pines' coldest summer on record came and went without much fanfare. Folks shared what they had, and none were left wanting. The new school year was ushered in by the falling leaves of autumn. After everything Luca, Rollo, and Beck had been through, middle school was bearable. The chill
Indeed.
of winter didn't seem to bother people much. They kindled a hope for a better future in their hearts. When spring arrived, farmers planted their crops with a sense of joy and optimism. And as the dawn of the first day of summer came again, its light slowly spread through the shallow valley. It crept over the town square, across the river, past the neglected welcome sign, and came to rest on a young boy sleeping at dawn, his mind at peace, knowing he is here for a reason.
Well, good morning. Good morning. Anything? Yeah, I see it. Gran's bed. Rollo, are you up yet? Roger that. It's a beautiful day at Mission Control. You gonna swing by? Be there in a minute.
Over time, Eleanor began moving Walt's old things out of the closet and into storage. Eleanor had moved back into her bedroom, and now that she wasn't sneaking out late, she even slept there most nights.
Mom's back. Check for anything. Oh, we can still open that. We can still chill here. Nothing here. Whoa. Sorry, Mom. Mom, I'm ready to go now. You go on without me, I'll meet you there. I've got a batch of jam to finish jarring. It's funny. I only started making jam as a way to send messages without anyone noticing. But now I enjoy it. Oh, that's a box of jam jars. Alright, nothing there. Do. Nope. Doesn't seem to be anything here. Cool. Time to go see Rollo. Bah. The fake grave is no longer here. Because we know where it really is now. A whole year has passed now, bearing in mind that Beck's mom was working on stuff. Just how old is Luca's mom now? We don't know. Oh, hey, Roxy. I hear you and Rollo have big plans for that little treehouse. Yeah, it started getting crowded after we revoked the max capacity 1 Rollo, 1 Luca rule. So, we decided to expand. But at least we've got some help with that. How's the internship at Nellie and Alona's shop going? It's been great. I'm hoping it helps me get into the School of Agriculture up at State. Also, Nellie said she'd write a letter of recommendation, which would be huge. I just can't help but worry about leaving Rollo. He's grown up so fast, but he's still my little brother. Yeah, he had a heck of a growth spurt. I don't just mean grown literally. This morning he was up and finished his chores before I even had breakfast. Well, some of that might be his excitement about the treehouse renovations. Don't tell him this, because it'll go to his head. But I'm really proud of that little punk. I'm sure he feels the same way, but he's just too dang proud to tell you. I know. Aww. Brother and sister relations are good. I cannot take the shovel, but clearly more trees are being planted. Cool, cool, cool. Oh. Hey, Gus. How's the tree planting going? Couldn't be better. I'm so grateful to Alona and Ellie for letting me help. I just wasn't built to be a mayor. Too much bureaucracy. Gus, we finished cleaning up the sidewalks. What's next?
When perennial harvest collapsed, most of the clipboards skipped town. But some stuck around and dedicated themselves to making things right.
Anyone with a knack for art can help paint the new offices. You can count on us. Well, it looks like you really found your calling. I never really felt comfortable telling people what to do. Now this right here, this is something I can be proud of. Yeah, they made different choices. It's crazy. Maybe they're not a cloning experiment. Maybe they're just one really large family. Another shovel. How's the napping this morning? The most underrated part of a good nap is the view. And the view's getting greener every day. Nice. Ah, slow and dirty harvest. They took over the perennial harvest building. I see you decided on a name. Yes, we had to clear out all the old stuff before putting on the final touch. Slow and Dirty Harvest is now official. I like it. It actually was Nellie's idea. There's still a lot of work to do in the name, and the name serves as a reminder. Just because progress is important doesn't mean change should happen fast. In fact, I've learned the more you care about something, the more important it is to take things slow. Our motto is, go slow and fix things. Amen to that. Yay! I'd better not dilly-dally. Gotta get to the treehouse. Alright. I can't go much further, so... Bah! Luca, get this! I managed to reel in an actual fish this morning. Seriously? Yeah, an honest-to-goodness, flip-flopping, swim-swamming fish! I don't think I've ever caught an actual fish here. Been at least 7 years since I got one. I'd say it's a good omen. What'd you do with the fish? Oh, I released it back into the pond. I'm hoping to catch it again tomorrow. Hey, Dad. What a perfect day. Yeah. Because we caught all of this. We've done it all. I just wanted to drop into the memory. A little higher. Yup. A little lower. Yup. Little higher. Yup. I'm telling ya. The angle isn't the issue. We need more power to the radio. Luca, there you are. I always go a little Brooklyn, I'm sorry. Would you tell him it's not the angle? Hey, I'm not in charge of the antenna redesign. Fine, fine. Iggy, just don't do anything drastic until we get back. Who? Me? Tish, you're in charge while I'm gone. Yep. They'll be fine, right? It'll be fine. If we really want mission control to turn into something bigger and better, we have to loosen our grip a bit. You're right. Lead the way. Ooh, now we get to go across town. Shall we?